So this is after about, well, this is probably on the 4th day since I unpacked it, but only the 2nd full day of its use. Something like that anyway, possibly 2nd full day of its full use, 5 days after I unpacked it. And you can kind of see it, when it arrived, it was so flat, you know, the vacuum packing had taken all of the air out, and even when I felt it, I sort of felt like there was just no way that there was enough memory foam for it to inflate like the way I expected, especially at the price point and the pictures that were shown on the listing. But I really can't praise this enough for how supportive it is. It comes with 2 very long, you know, additional kind of memory foam cushions so that you can adjust the height a little bit the way you want. Initially, even now, it was like I expected this to have a bit more kind of like angle to it and up there, but actually this is like perfect and just right for the right. It just gets me more comfortable than I could have expected. It seems to do the job better than what I, you know, thought the right shape would be. It supports my leg nicely either side. I have quite a long leg, so I went for the standard version. But even when I'm sleeping, it keeps it upright. It stops it from tilting too far, twisting my ankle. I've only got a temporary cast on at the moment, so it's only hard on the bottom and soft on the top. And yeah, it's totally different from when I was using like a combination of cushions and padding stuff underneath. There's no comparison. I was getting like, it would take me ages to get comfortable enough. Sometimes I'd have to adjust after 15 minutes because I thought I was comfortable, but I wasn't with pillows. After a while, I'd get pressure points where, you know, certain parts of the cast were pressing against me harder, but this, it really evenly supports me. I haven't had pressure point pains from the cast since I've been using this. I'm just about a week post-op, so yeah. Is it expensive? Yes, it is, but I can see, at least it makes sense to me, like where some development money when memory foam is somewhat expensive. Pillows are sometimes somewhat expensive, so if you can afford the price point, which can be difficult right after an operation and right after throwing you out from what you're doing, I'd say it's definitely worth it. I use this in bed, I use it downstairs as well, so I'd highly recommend it. And I'd also highly recommend not being disappointed on arrival. Give it a good 2 nights if you can, 3 days to fully inflate. And even then, I'm convinced that this is after 3 days of use, 2-3 days of use. It's still kind of expanded a little bit since then as well. So yeah.
So this new contraption came today. As you can see, it's a wedge for my leg, for my knee. I just had full knee replacement. You can see I've got my ice going, I've got my leg compressor going, and I have my strap so I can lift up and down. The best thing about this new pillow is that you can see it's not going to fall off of my chair. I'm sitting in a lazy boy, and I was using a bolster that looks like this, but that kept falling off of the end. And this is securely in place, and it has extra pillows underneath if I want to raise my leg up a little bit. I could also put the pillows on the side if I wanted more support there too. Highly recommend this product.
Here is the pillow I got in today, As you can see, it's completely covered in lint. It doesn't look as if it's brand new. The bottom looks fine, but this does not look good or appropriate.